Alright, so UFC 310 is coming up, and everybody's hyping up Ian Garry. For like no reason. It makes no sense, okay? This guy isn't good. People are saying he's gonna KO Shavkat, he's gonna 50-45 Shavkat. It literally makes no sense, okay? People act like this guy's the second coming of like Conor McGregor, when in reality, he's literally like the second coming of like Neil Magny, bro. This guy's like slightly better than Mike Malott, okay? I don't get the hype at all, and I want to talk about it. Let me know what you think about Ian Garry, whether you think he's good or whether you think he's bad. And while you're down there, I'd appreciate if you could like, subscribe. We're close to 400 subs, okay? Hopefully we can hit 500 subs by the end of the year. Anyway, let me get into it. And the first thing I want to talk about is people saying that Ian Garry is like super tough. I think it was Lucas Tracy, like after the fight, we're going to be, Ian Garry's tough, man. Ian Garry's really tough, man. Bro, are we talking about the same Ian Garry that literally pulled out of a fight because he was so upset by people making fun of him and like calling him a cuck that he literally caught a cold, bro? This guy was so sad that people were making fun of him that he literally caught an illness, bro. This is the same tough Ian Garry we're talking about, bro. The same vegan Ian Garry. Like, come on, bro. This can't be serious. I need to just get that out first, okay? But I want to mainly talk about Ian Garry's last 3 fights because I think they mainly showcase Ian Garry's worst qualities, like, very, very strongly, okay? I'm going to start off with the Jeff Neal fight because people swear, okay, with the Shavkat and Jeff Neal fight that, bro, Jeff Neal outboxed Shavkat, man. Jeff Neal outboxed Shavkat. Bro, did we watch the same fight? Like, are we being serious, bro? How can Jeff Neal, like, even logically, okay, this is like some kind of Mandela effect. This is like, I don't even know, mass hysteria, bro. How could Jeff Neal outbox Shavkat in a fight that mainly took place on the feet, bro? Like, it genuinely makes no sense because Shavkat won both rounds on every single scorecard. So how could Jeff Neal have pieced him up both those rounds on the feet? Like, bro, it genuinely makes no sense. I don't know where that even came from, okay? And the only reason I'm bringing this up, okay, I'm not just bringing up to glaze Shavkat, okay? That's only one of the reasons, okay? But the main reason is that Jeff Neal on that night was elite, okay? That was one of the best versions of Jeff Neal we ever saw. And yeah, he lost, but that version of Jeff Neal was very, very impressive. And Ian Garry got a shell of that, okay? He got like a bot version. He got like an AI-generated version of that. And he's still, like, he didn't even do anything impressive. He couldn't even finish Jeff Neal. That fight against Jeff Neal, I guarantee you if I ask certain people, bro, they would not even be able to, like, remember this fight existed. Because even me, I don't even remember, like, vividly anything happened in this fight, bro. I can't even remember one, like, I don't even know what trunks they were wearing, bro. I have no clue. I don't even remember when this fight even happened, okay? I don't even remember the card. I can't name one thing. And I know it sounds like I'm rambling, but genuinely, this is like the most forgettable performance maybe in UFC history. I don't remember anything from this fight except Ian Garry. I'm like 99% sure. Like, I can't remember exactly, but I think he kind of just clinched up with Jeff Neal and he would just land knees to the body, and that's literally how he won the fight. Against a 20 million times worse version of Jeff Neal. That is insane. That is literally nuts, bro. How is Ian Garry, like, not having an impressive win over Jeff Neal? And people expect him to finish Shavkat when he couldn't even finish literally like this shell of Jeff Neal. I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it at all. That performance against Jeff Neal was terrible. Genuinely awful, bro. People act like Ian Garry is some like elite striker. And what did he do to Jeff Neal? Literally nothing. I don't even know what he did. Like, I can't say, like, oh man, Jeff Neal had his moments, or Ian Garry actually rocked him in this one move. I can't tell you what happened. I guarantee you guys can't tell me either. Nobody can remember this fight even happening, okay? Bro, if I told people he fought Jeff Neal, people are like, nah, bro, Jeff Neal pulled out actually. Neil Magny stepped in and fought Ian Garry instead. That's what some people would say. Because this fight, like, genuinely is so forgettable, okay? But look, that fight is whatever. Because the next 2 fights are just, like, nuts, okay? This is, like, shows that Ian Garry is just absolute trash, okay? Okay, the last fight with Jeff Neal, that was kind of, like, almost a Mandela effect fight, okay? Like, and then if you know type fight. But look, bro, the fight against Neil Magny, that was a very memorable performance, okay? I mean, look, very impressive performance if you look at it, right? Bro, it's Neil Magny. Neil Magny has been KO'd by bloody, who was it? Michael Morales, Carlos Prates, Shavkat subbed him in the second round. Everybody finishes Neil Magny, okay? That is literally who Ian Garry could not finish, okay? Despite him having one leg, okay? Neil Magny had one leg in that fight, okay? Given Ian Garry did take it away with the leg kicks, that's great and all, but look, bro, your competition is bloody Mike Malott. Mike Malott was the only other guy to, like, nearly take Neil Magny to a decision, couldn't finish him, and then ended up getting finished in, like, the 3rd round. Bro, Ian Garry couldn't even finish Neil Magny. One-legged Neil Magny couldn't finish him, okay? And people might say, oh, wow, but he dominated that fight. Like, bro, it was a 30-27, okay? Like, bro, he 30-27 Neil Magny, a guy that every single person finishes. How? How is this guy supposed to finish Shavkat Rakhmonov? Like, it genuinely makes no sense. I keep linking this back to Shavkat, but it's like, bro, What is he actually gonna do? I don't understand why people think he's so good. It's like, bro, he's just like slightly better than his opponents in every single category. And I'm talking about like people who are absolute bums, like Neil Magny and like MVP, who like genuinely doesn't know how to grapple. I'll get onto him in a bit. But that Neil Magny fight is absolutely crazy to me because it's like yeah, I guess you could say he did dominate that fight with the leg kicks, but it's like, bro, you couldn't even finish opponents who couldn't walk, bro. Like, Neil Magny was on one leg that entire fight, and he still couldn't even finish him. Like, bro, this guy has no finishing ability, okay? I don't know if it's because he's vegan, or I don't know, maybe his nutritionist is, putting down his, like, self-confidence or something while, doing all the stuff with his wife. Like, I don't really know what's going on there, but it's like, it genuinely makes no sense to me how he couldn't even finish Neil Magny, okay? And we look back on that, like, Ian Garry, wow, that was such a great version of Ian Garry, but, like, was it, bro? I genuinely don't think it was, bro. He went against a guy who doesn't even know how to check leg kicks despite being, like, 40 fights into his career. It's, like, it's actually insane, okay? But the least impressive fight of his entire career is the fight against MVP, okay? And I know it's MVP, and he's a very hard guy to strike with. He's probably, like, the best striker in the UFC, like, all things considered, like, outside of MMA, like, he's probably one of the best strikers in the UFC right now. And Ian Garry couldn't even land one strike. Like, I don't even think he landed anything clean. He landed 4 significant strikes. I think he was in, like, the second round or fourth round or something. Bro, he couldn't land anything on MVP clean, okay? And he had to take him down and just kind of, like, lay on him, okay? But that's a different story, okay? I want to talk about that in a second. But look, bro, this guy could not even stand with MVP. And I know it's MVP, and MVP is great. But look, bro, Darren Till, like, he beat Wonderboy. We've had strikers beat these karate guys, okay? These insanely good strikers. Bro, Ian Garry could not even stand with him. People talk about Ian Garry like he's some elite level striker, and oh my god, bro, Ian Garry, man, he's gonna piece you up, man. He's too clean, man. Bro, he couldn't even, like, stand with MVP. And again, like I'm saying, I will reiterate this because I know people will bring this up. Bro, it's MVP, bro, it's MVP. But it's like he couldn't do anything. Like, bro, he was cooked. Like, he literally looked like a fish out of water. Okay, like MVP did on the ground. Ian Garry was trained with Charles Oliveira and Damian Maia and still could not even, like, finish MVP on the ground. MVP literally looked like he was just like, I don't even know. This guy didn't even know where he was, okay? Just like me, bro. Just like a second ago how I didn't know. MVP didn't even know what he was doing in the grappling, okay? He was sitting there lying down, staring at the sky, like, singing lullabies to himself, bro. He was, like, falling asleep mid-fight. Bro, he looked like a baby, like, trying to fight with his father, bro. I don't even know how to describe that performance by MVP when he was on the ground. He was just, like, starry-eyed on the ground. It was insane, okay? And Ian Garry couldn't finish him after training with Charles Oliveira, bro. This guy couldn't even lock in a rear naked choke out of fish out of water MVP. Like, how? How is this even a real performance? Like, genuinely, how is that even impressive, okay? Everybody was hating on Ian Garry for that boring performance, and yet somehow everybody switched up on him, and somehow he's good now. In conclusion, Ian Garry is the worst fighter of all time. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video, and make sure you guys like and subscribe. We're really close to hitting 500 subs by the end of the year. Genuinely, I'm surprised. I genuinely think we can do it. Anyway, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Alright.